Which of these is... Okay, we're gonna go here. No.
Yep.
I don't... What? What? Where? This isn't... I'm not happy.
Yeah, we can tell. And I'm sure our listeners aren't happy either that it took us like a month and a half to come up with a new
I mean,
podcast.
hey, this is the first time I've been on in like 3 months, so...
Oh shit, that's true. God damn.
Sorry, what?
Kenny has a Koopa has a melon pike. Fuck it. I always do that.
What, suck? Yeah, that's known.
You suck so bad, man.
Yep, look, okay. I'm not gonna make that joke because that might be offensive to our listeners. And I am polite and
Clearly.
considerate person.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Sure. Of course.
Those are in fact all words that no one would describe you with.
I didn't know that trap was offensive, and apparently that's a thing. So
Offensive to who? To what?
it's-
People? Everyone?
Yes, and I'm like, I still use it because, you know, the anime community, but I have to be careful when I use it now. It's like whenever you're an old racist white man, you have to be careful about who you tell racist jokes to. Ugh, I'm turning my air conditioner on more. Oh, it's so warm in here. Yeah,
Maybe that did a thing. I'm not really sure.
but so okay.
Oh, global settings. Preferred graphics processor. Yeah. Let's make the global settings just default to my good graphics card, not integrated. There we go. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
Excellent
Alright.
start.
Cool. Hooray.
it
I can
doesn't.
pay attention to other stuff now. Hi, I'm technically alive.
Yeah, it
I'm not.
doesn't always work though. Sometimes you have to manually set it for games.
Yeah, but this should generally help at least.
Yeah. Ooh, who's this? Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
so I mean, I can't be blamed for the lack of podcasts in the last month. Just gonna say, I've been out of commission for health stuff. Still not amazing, but hopefully it'll get fixed soon. I'm just at a point where I'm decent enough that I can do this sort of stuff again. So hooray!
Hey!
Yep.
But
And
I still may end up vanishing in mid-podcast, depending. So apologies if that happens.
yeah, well, the reason that we haven't had a podcast is because
They're lazy.
I
Well-
met Jim. I was up for the entire time.
no, actually, it was Grim. He told me not to do it. He held me back, locked me in his basement dungeon. That's actually my basement dungeon. He locked me in my own basement.
It's the
dungeon.
exact opposite. He's locked me in the closet. They won't let me out the closet.
Oh, but you're out now, right?
No? Just put a microphone through the door.
So close.
Yep. God damn it, Grim. That's why we keep you in there. Okay.
You sound fed me today, by the way.
Yep. I just keep fucking notifications are popping off and it's driving me crazy. It's like, no, stop it.
I won't. I refuse.
And I'm sitting here just minding my own business and Windows is like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, okay, calm down. It tells me news things now that happen. This is a beautiful podcast. I should probably do the introduction, huh?
Well, that usually comes at the beginning.
Yeah. You know what?
We need no introduction.
Yep.
You all know who we are.
Probably
Well, I mean, it's-
not. We're a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah, pretty much. Our two listeners are like, who are these guys?
Oh god, I forgot about them, and my life was not significantly impacted.
So this is the Jagkast number 36, even though everyone thought it was dead, you know. Alan was just like, hey, is the podcast dead? No, actually he didn't say that, but I'm just gonna assume he did.
Yeah, Alan, geez, why did you think we were dead, huh? What a jerk.
I know, for real, right? Damn it, Alan.
God damn it, Alan. I know I've talked
Well,
to you in a
we've now
while.
alienated half of our listener base, so who's
Yeah.
the other person?
That's a good question, actually.
I actually don't. What?
I think it's actually Grim. Grim is actually.
Why would you think that? It's not like I turn on all the podcasts so you get an extra listen.
I wouldn't doubt it.
He just puts it on repeat on a computer that doesn't have ad block to try and generate us like 3 cents a day.
Oh my god. That's great. Okay, yes, introductions. I'm Jim, one of your hosts.
I am Grin.
Yep.
Hello. My name was said earlier. Rewind if you missed it.
Yep.
Also, we have star guest here, according to the intro. So, welcome, star guest.
Yes.
Oh, that's Starguest guy.
No, the
Excellent.
star guest is you, the listener, because you matter that much to us.
Yeah, it's like when they put "and you" at the end of credits to make small children get inexplicably happy. Same thing.
I am a small child and I get inexplicably happy at seeing that. I'm
Exactly, that's my point.
like I'm part of it. Oh.
You were
Nintendo
involved,
knows who I am.
Yep. And then when I go to apply for a job, I'm like, look, my name's on the credits. It says right here, and you.
Oh god, that would
First name
actually be
and
fun.
last name you.
That would
Yep.
totally be worth giving a try, just because it would be hilarious.
Yep. They would just look at me like I'm stupid. Like, okay, wait, really? I'm just like, look, I didn't make the credits, or maybe I did,
And then pull up like projects you've backed on Kickstarter that you're also in the credits of. Just look how many games I have a credit on. Mighty Number 9, anything that says "and you."
Yep.
This isn't selling me, is it? To be
Look,
fair, my name is in the credits of a couple actually good games like Hyper Light Drifter and Jotun, so hooray for those.
Wait,
okay.
you are hired.
Yeah, pretty much. Look, PBS said it was thanks to viewers like me.
Exactly.
Ugh, this podcast is off to a fantastic start.
Oh yeah, we've gotten so much accomplished already.
Yep. God, do we want to jump into our weeks right away, or do we just want to talk to each other for a
I
while?
don't know. How do we do this? I don't remember what English is. I've been gone too long.
I don't even know if this agenda actually works. Like, if people actually care what we've been playing, or it's like, no, fuck you. Tell me about the Switch.
I mean, we usually get horrifically sidetracked while just saying what we were doing. So maybe it would be better to intentionally keep them brief. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about anything.
I mean,
that's not money.
that's always been the case. So
Yep. God, there's only one game I actually genuinely am excited about, and it's the waifu bartending game.
Yeah, of course.
It's so good. I actually have to update my game of the year list. I have to move it way higher up.
I feel like, given that you've only played it for a couple of hours and it's been moderately removed from when you've played other games, you might be being a little hasty.
No,
jumping it way up your list.
it
That's
is
all I'm
actually
saying.
it is actually that good. I'm gonna have to. Okay, I don't know where I'm moving it. I'm gonna have to move. Well, I can't see which games I'm moving around, but not
That's
yet.
the best way to do it. I blind file myself and I move them.
Yeah. No, I can't even know about this list. Actually, it's a secret to everyone.
It's top secret, so.
Here, just give us the link and we'll build it for you.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. All right. Yeah. Let's get into our weeks. We'll start with you, Kenny Kupo.
Oh, I mean, be more like 3 months, but
Yeah. What have you been playing the last 3 months?
yeah, I beat all of Dishonored 2. That was cool.
Oh, it really was. Oh shit. We have to have a spoiler cast about that.
But yeah, so like I said, dealing with medical stuff that has made it so it's not really workable for me to be on the podcast all that often, which was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Um, over the last week, I watched a lot of AGDQ, which was really, really great. I've been watching, over the last month or so, I've been watching Death Note. I'm close to the end of it. Very, very fun show.
Yes.
I played through all of the original Breath of Fire just because I felt like it, because I love that game. Beaten it several times, had it on Wii U, was like, it's something to play. I picked up LBX on 3DS, which is basically it. It kind of feels like a combination of the Mega Man Battle Network games and Custom Robo in a way, which doesn't make a lot of sense unless you actually play it. But if you're familiar with the two series, then it probably should click when you play it. It's been a lot of fun. I've been spending far too much time playing that. Um, read some good books, which is nice. I've played barely any Final Fantasy 15. I played like 4 hours of it, which, that's extremely depressing given how much I have been looking forward to it. But it's just been one of those circumstances things. Hopefully, pretty soon I'll be able to devote some more time to it. But classes also start tomorrow, and this is my last semester for my master's, so I'm probably going to be pretty busy a lot and having to cut down on the amount of games I'm playing, which is, it's a good thing there's nothing significant coming out near the beginning of the year gaming wise, so
Oh,
it's going to
yeah.
make it really
Awesome.
easy for me.
Exactly. And it's a good thing that every game of 2017 got delayed to 2019.
Yeah, right? And there's no consoles or anything like that coming out either.
Nope, it's going to be the worst year for gaming that we've ever seen,
Yeah, that's definitely how it's looking.
Absolutely.
Oh, shit. I'm going to cry. I just went
That is, I mean, okay, go ahead, just, not on the podcast.
Yeah. I'm just going to mute
It's
my mic.
go to the room, leave the room, and then just have a cry, and then come back.
Yep. I bought a planner just to keep up with everything. Like, every week, almost every day of the week, there's a new game that I have to buy. This is the sad podcast now.
I mean, I'm done with my chunk, so I'm just waiting for someone else to do a thing. Oh, actually, wait, no. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I should say one more thing.
It's a good thing we had that awkward silence then, isn't it?
What?
It's a good thing we had that awkward silence then, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, totally. So, I don't know. I like GDQ. It's super fun. Last year I was able to go to SGDQ in person because it was happening here in the city I live in, and it's doing that again this year, so I want to go and attend and watch stuff live too, hopefully, which ideally by that point I'll have a job, which might make it hard and I won't get to go nearly as much as I'd like to, but I'm still going to go to some of it. But also, I talked in the past a bit about how I wanted to try and get into speedrunning Pokemon Stadium. That's really frustrating because of the amount of RNG, and like even in the first time I tried it, the list of things that are supposed to be guaranteed to happen based on the RNG and then like didn't happen was depressing. Like, oh, this is a guaranteed kill no matter what, and then this thing survives with 1 HP, and then I got frozen, and then I got paralyzed 10 turns in a row, stuff like that. Like, I tried it a few times, it was really frustrating. But then I was like, they made a joke at one point about when would someone be running Mega Man X5, which for people who don't know, X5 is considered one of the worst in the series. It's not terrible, it's just the gameplay is so frequently broken up by you getting a call like every like time you scroll like one screen length to the right, pretty much you're gonna get a call explaining, oh, you can walk, did you know that? Oh, hey, enemies hurt you, by the way, like stuff like that. So it's rather frustrating, but it's still not a bad game. I was thinking, I actually really like the PlayStation Mega Man games. I've played them a lot, and I'm pretty good at them. And I still have copies of them. So I'm going, and those take way less time to run than something like Pokemon Stadium, and like RNG stuff mainly only comes up during the boss fights, and if you know the bosses well, they're still not that much of a problem. So I'm actually going to try and start learning one or two of those. So we'll see how that goes. If I get stuff sorted such that I can start being on these more frequently and start recording gameplay stuff again, I might record some speedrun attempts to, like, for anyone who happens to care about that, see me get less terrible over time, hopefully. And then who knows, maybe in like 30 years or something, I'll be within the top 100 and can consider asking someone to let me appear at a GDQ, which by that point will be raising $26 million a day.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. So I know
also, I just wanted to cut him off as all.
You ask.
Yeah.
So I know I've played more games than I can think of in the last month, but hell, my memory is crap, so I can't remember them. So instead, I will mention that I was just playing Isaac before Afterbirth Plus came out recently, and I've been, whittling down that along with my brother. He's much further than I am because he actually finished all of Afterbirth regular. I did not. So yeah, I just played a Lost Run before where I beat Delirium after going on 3 victory laps, which is a new mechanic they introduced with the Lamb. And I became horrendously massive monster Lost, and some like I eclipsed the room to the point at which I actually couldn't see certain enemies just because my character was so large. And this is the Lost as well, so he dies in one hit of anything. Luckily, I was basically invincible thanks to using a new item called the Smelter, which destroys trinkets and then applies its effects directly to you to do it to the missing poster, which has a 100% chance of turning you into the Lost if you die. So I was the Lost becoming the Lost every time I died. And normally the poster itself is supposed to break, but because it's the Smelter applying it directly to you, it didn't break. So I was just infinitely respawning as the Lost. So yeah, I defeated the new boss called... Should I name it? Should I actually throw its name out? Because it's supposed to be a secret, but...
It's Greg.
Yeah.
I went out to the new floor and I beat the new boss, is what I should say. And then I got the item for the Lost, which is probably one of the hardest challenges in Isaac. And I cheesed it, hilariously. The other things I've been playing is that I'm finally playing Neptunia.
Yep.
I true ending Rebirth 3, and now I'm playing Mega Dimension because I can. Yeah, that's quite fun.
Oh, that's really good. Until you play Neplunker, and then you'll hate the game forever, like I do.
What, you mean they'll hate the series, or you'll just hate that one game?
Just the Blunker itself, it's just bullshit. Like, oh well, that's a discussion for another podcast. We don't have time for me to go into detail of why it's bullshit. But Spelunker is also bullshit, just FYI.
In Neplunker, the game Spelunker.
Yep, I mean, that's what it's based off of.
I mean, yes, but... Anyway.
Yep.
Anyway, aside from that and those, I have been also playing a ton of things on my Battle.net. Apparently, I played Dark Souls 3 recently, which I'm not sure how recent that is. The last thing I was doing on it was just playing around with PvP. Although there was a new glitch discovered recently, which lets you PvP in the boss room. That's fun. So you invade someone else's game, and you become... I think it's a Tumble Bluff glitch, which involves... you Tumble Bluff the Dark Sign as you're invading, which then activates the Dark Sign. For some reason, if you invade as a Mound Maker, you can invade a person's game, but then follow them into the boss room when they try and run away from you. So you can attack them while they're trying to fight the boss. You can also fight the boss if you feel like it. There was a point in which I saw, I think it was Ouroboros fighting with about 7 other people killing the boss, even though 3 of them were invaders.
Interesting.
Yes. Other than that, I have been playing my usual amount of Blizzard games. I started to play Let It Die. I haven't touched it again after playing it once.
Yeah.
Although I do enjoy the game, to some extent. And I have also been watching AGDQ, and I actually all-nighted the last day. And I think that's about it.
Yeah, I bounced off Let It Die pretty hard. I just didn't like how spammy the combat was. I was promised Dark Souls, and I was like, oh, well, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't feel as consistent as Dark Souls, to be honest.
Yeah.
And the gameplay is not near as tactical, especially considering that you just equip 2 weapons together and just go crazy. But I kind of enjoy some of the other features of it, like the mastery system, which you just hit things and kill things, but you actually feel like you're gaining some kind of progress. And also the way the tower extends upwards, how you can kind of get like secret floors and stuff by like, well, not secret floors, but alternate routes.
Yeah.
After defeating the boss.
Hey, I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Okay.
All right.
He knew. Shit.
He knows too much.
Pretty much. So I'm glad you mentioned Let It Die. I totally forgot about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I played Let It Die too. And I'm like, oh yeah.
I was trying to think about what I played on the PS4, and if that's the last thing I played on the PS4, so...
Yep. Okay, well, while he's gone, I'll just say, fucking a blinker. You have like a stamina system, so that every time you get into a fight with enemies, no matter if you win or lose, you lose some of your stamina, which if that runs out, you die. There's no checkpointing really. Like there is on each new floor, but if you die on a floor, you get sent back to the beginning of that floor. Or if you die completely, you just failed that time. You need to start from the very beginning. And dying is really easy. Like sometimes you'll make a jump and you'll clip into the ground a certain way, or a certain piece of like texture will hit you a certain way, and that'll kill you. And you're like, are you fucking kidding me?
So you're saying it's not really made for platforming, which is exactly what the game is supposed to be.
Nope, not at all. It's a really good throwback. It is a really frustrating challenge, especially because if you want to get the platinum, you have to fucking finish the second Niplunker. The first one wasn't bad at all. I got 3 stars on it really easily. The second one, I'm like, nah, fuck this, I'm done. Because the 3rd star, you have to complete the entire thing without dying.
For chance, have you actually played Spelunky?
No, not Spelunky, or Spelunker. Actually, I think I have played Spelunky, but I've never played Spelunker.
Spelunky is very fun.
It is.
Yeah. I'm just not good at roguelikes. Like, I get frustrated with them. I'm like, no, I want to level up. I want RPG mechanics.
Play Rogue Legacy.
Oh, Rogue Legacy is really good. I just was really bad at that game, too. It's like, okay, you're level 50. You should be able to kill this eyeball boss. I'm like, I'm trying, damn it.
I did it. I finished it. I'm happy.
Rogue Legacy is a very fun game.
It is.
It is. I'm just... Rogue
The secret bosses are still super hard, though.
Oh, yeah.
The first boss is really hard. As I have... I am really bad at bullet type bottles. Yeah, I'm really bad at bullet type bottles.
I thought you were a Tuhu fan.
I am of the characters, just none of the game.
All right.
Okay, then.
Just pray you never see the last boss of Rogue Legacy, then.
No, I couldn't get past the eyeball at the very beginning of the game. I couldn't get past the ghost in Undertale. Okay, I am not gonna be able.
Well, that's not Luke.
Yeah, he killed me.
My eyeballs are about to come out of the monitor and stare at you.
I am not joking when I say I am terrible at avoiding projectiles in games like that. Like, my brain just cannot function with a 2D space. Ugh.
I don't understand, but that might be the point.
Yeah. It's just like, I can see I need to jump over. It's like, okay, jump here, do this, do that. But, like, registering where my actual hitbox is and, like, trying to think in the moment of, like, how I should use it to avoid this or that. My brain just goes, nope. And shuts down, and then I just die. I'm like, well...
Part of me really wants to watch you try it, but another part of me doesn't, like, wants to somewhat protect you from me just shouting at you.
Yes. So... Speaking of games that aren't frustrating, I played Doom. It was a good game. I
It's
actually,
a good game.
yeah, I actually had a super amount of fun because halfway through Doom, I'm like, okay, I just want to finish this game as soon as possible because I had so many other things I wanted to play before the end of the year, and so I got a trainer. I gave myself infinite fuel for the chainsaw. I just spent the remainder of the game chainsawing everything, and that was really good.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
the cheater you are.
I am not even gonna lie. I just turned on God mode and had infinite ammo, and that was really fun.
You know that there's a rune that makes it so long as you have armor, you get infinite ammo anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm really bad at games. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. It's the only reason that I actually managed to beat Souls games is because I level up so much from dying over and over, getting back to the boss. I finally just overpower him.
Oh, you make me sad.
Oh.
Oh man.
No, but actually the reason why I did it for Doom was because I just liked the power fantasy. I just wanted to go hard on it. I want a Doom Muso. And I just wanted to have a bunch of guns and just kill hundreds of demons at a time. And that's when I was having the most fun.
I mean, it's not hard to do that without cheating in Doom. That's what the game is built for.
Yeah, but I wanted to turn it up to max difficulty and just cheat and just chainsaw things and
That makes no sense. Why not just play it normally on a regular difficulty?
well, because I kept running out of ammo for my guns, and I got annoyed.
That's what the chainsaw's for.
Yeah, and I ran out of ammo for the chainsaw too. And then I just wanted the chainsaw dudes because I like the animations.
And that's what the stuff lying around the map's for.
Yeah, but like I said, I wanted to finish the game because I have other things to play, and so
Wait, Let It Die is free?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, well I'll download that.
Yeah. But I was looking for secrets the first time. I cleared most of the secrets in the game anyways because I got that upgrade for the mini map. But I wanted to stop worrying about looking for ammo and managing things, and I'm like, okay, I just want to kill demons, get the story of Doom, which is actually really good, and I just wanted to finish it just so I could put it on my list for Game of the Year. But it was good.
I cheated my way through. 10 out of 10.
Yep, pretty much. I had fun with it, though. That's all that really matters, is that, I had fun with it my own way. That's why I love games like Disgaea, though, because I like to get stupid, broken, powerful, and just run around crushing everything. And I'm like, yep. That's probably why I like Neptunia, too, because it's so easy to break the game. God, it really is. But I played Frog Fractions, too. It was okay.
What do you mean, Glenmore Grove?
Yeah, Glittermitten Grove. Well, Frog Fractions 2 is in Glittermitten Grove.
Yes.
I played both of them. It's okay. I didn't like the changes to it. Frog Fractions 2, it drastically changed genres. And then this one, you have a mini game gallery inside of a hub world. I'm like, okay. So, it was okay. I almost got all the collectibles in it. It's just not that great. If you're a Frog Fractions fan, maybe wait until it's $5. I paid $20 for it. It was not worth $20 at all. What's funny is too, the simulation game, Glittermitten Grove that you actually play, it was actually really fun. I enjoy aspects of micromanaging things. But Valhalla's really good. You guys should play it.
I will eventually.
Yeah, it's a visual novel.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
This is why you stop pushing me towards it. Get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the current Humble Bundle, which has a lot of other good stuff, like N++ and Day of the Tentacle Remastered and Shantae and things like that. So
yeah, it was it was definitely worth it. And so I'm like, okay, I'll get it. I've heard good things about it, and people are like, no, this was my surprise game of the year of 2016. And I'm like, okay, I guess I have to play it. I remember when it was being announced, they said that you were bartending Corgi, but that's not the case anymore. But no, there's a lot of jokes and there's like a lot of memes and stuff like that. Like there's this one message board that you can read on your phone, and it's basically a 4chan message board. And I know exactly which board it is. And I lost my shit. It's like there's posts like "ew normies" and stuff, and it's funny. Tales of Berseria is really good too.
I have the demo for that. I never touched it though.
I just picked up the demo because I forgot to get it the other day.
The combat system is really confusing at first, and I think it'll be a lot better once you're actually playing the game properly and it teaches you the mechanics step by step instead of being like, okay, here you go, here's some level 20 dudes, they've got most of their abilities, have fun. I'm just like, all right. Like you basically have stamina. Go on.
No, I accidentally clicked play a game.
Oh.
I was also staring at Steam and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
It's redone everything. My resolution.
That's great. But it has like, they're called soul gauges, but it's basically a stamina system, and you can do like a super attack, which will burn one of your stamina bars. So you can do less attacks, but you can get it back by beating the shit out of enemies, which is really cool. And Velvet is fucking broken in the demo. Like, Velvet makes that game easy mode, which is probably just for the demo, just to be like, okay, we don't want players getting frustrated. And I'm like, oh.
My expectation. Also, why is the demo for Nier like friggin' huge?
There is a lot of stuff in Nier. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's friggin' massive.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's a lot of cutscenes and things and stuff in there. God. It's basically, it's secret Bayonetta 3. Now I'm thinking about that boss fight. Oh God. Once you guys play Atelier Sophie, then you'll understand the reference I'm going to make when I say that Plakta is 2B. And it won't make sense.
Oh, you.
No. It will, okay. So, light spoilers for Atelier Sophie. Well, it's not even really spoilers because, like, they show you who Plakta is at the very beginning. Like, she's on the fucking cover of the game. You see this girl with silver hair, and it's like, oh, who's this? And you open the game, and it's like, oh, she's like, I'm a book. I'm a magical alchemy book, da-da-da. And then you're like, okay, so I know eventually you're going to have a physical body. And then it turns out that you get a puppet master to make a doll body for her, and you put her soul in it. And so what's cool is she fights with gigantic gauntlets that float around her. And then there's some cool things that happen in the Nier demo. And like, as I was playing that, I was like, holy shit. And it's also funny because 2B is an android and Plakta is in a doll's body. So I make the deep cuts, damn it.
Yes, that is what happens.
I just make some extremely obscure references, and that's the problem with most of my jokes are. It's like the games I play are so niche and so like varied. No one understands like the really loose connections that I'm making in my head.
Hipster. What?
What?
Sorry.
So let me tell you guys about this band called My Morning Jacket.
So
Yeah.
I hear we have Switch news to talk about.
Yeah, we should probably talk about that, considering.
Maybe.
I hear there are a few people who are interested in this new console.
God, not going by the internet. Fucking people are losing their shit over it, and like, in a bad way.
There are a lot of people I'm seeing that are happy.
Don't go to GameFAQs or NeoGAF.
Well, GameFAQs is cancer always. I'm honestly, I honestly only still go there because I'm on a couple of personal boards that are pretty neat, and like, if you download the script that lets you have as large of an ignore list as you want, and you ignore sufficiently many people, many of the boards get a lot more tolerable.
Yeah, I hit the soft cap on that unlimited ignore list. Apparently, there's like 81,000 people.
Yeah, there aren't that many active people on GameFAQs, so no, you didn't.
No, they just keep making new accounts and getting banned. So
No, like there are not that many active accounts.
it's just one really dedicated guy. No, I know what you're saying, but I'm still making the joke. Fuck you. Actually, how do we know how many accounts there are on GameFAQs? Is there like a spot to look at that?
Yeah, there is. I don't remember where.
That's the always thing I've been interested in.
Also, I have the here actually. Oh wait, I can figure this out roughly. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 6.5. I probably have close to 1,000 people on Ignore then,
Jeez.
because my regular Ignore list is at 285. It maxes out at 300, and I take people off when they get banned usually. And I haven't bothered using that because I just use my the script to ignore people now instead, and I can scroll 6.5 times with my scroll wheel uh, before it gets to the bottom on the regular ignore list, and I can scroll 11 full times on the other list. So if there's close to 300 on that one, it's almost double on the. Okay, it's probably more like 800.
Yeah.
Most of those people are from either Final Fantasy or Pokemon.
I don't blame you. God, most of the people I ignore are from the Vita board.
Yeah, the actual console boards, or like the more general ones like the poll of the day board, those are just avoid at all cost, honestly.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're the worst of the worst, because people can talk about anything on those, and it gets terrible.
Yep. Uh, my head hurts. So, the Switch. Let's talk about something happy instead of miserable
Yeah,
people on the internet that hate
Switch
everything.
is cool.
Yep. So they announced it like last year, but we have details, so many details. So just God, running down the specs, they have the Joy Cons, the little detachable Wiimote things. I actually want to talk about, but I'll talk about when I run through their specs. The HD Rumble sounded really cool. People are like, I don't know how this is actually going to work, but they said it in the presentation was you could shake it, and you could fill up to 3 ice cubes in a glass, and you could also feel like if someone was pouring water into the glass, you could feel the glass filling up. So that's pretty cool.
Apparently, according to people who have had hands-on experience with the Switch, it's literally just Rumble. There's nothing
Yeah.
special about it.
Yeah, that is sort of what I figured would be the case.
I'm buying into the Nintendo magic. They tell me that it works, and I'm just going to, head first, totally believe everything. Nintendo would never lie.
They
Good way to go for
tend to
disappointment.
buy into their own hype a little more than they should sometimes.
Yep. And
Yeah.
I'm just blind optimism here. You know what? If they tell me it works.
I mean, what has me really excited is honestly just the things they have actually shown us that we can see without needing to have the console ourselves already. Like, most of the games look really cool. The Joy-Cons are a neat idea. They're very much overpriced, but they're a neat idea. Honestly, like Zelda looks pretty amazing. Mario looks like it's going to be great. Like, I love the idea of having a throwable hat platform fella.
Yes.
That is beautiful, and I can't believe that it hasn't been done already because it's too perfect.
Oh, pretty much. Open world Mario game too. How long has it been? Super Mario Galaxy 2?
Yeah, they said this is going to be more of a core experience like 64 or Galaxy.
God, that's amazing. I think the Joy Cons are cool. Like, so I have a whole bunch of information about all this stuff here, but like just the fact that the Joy Cons you could take them off in like their little mini controller. That's just really fucking cool to me.
Yeah, it's quite neat.
Oh, Amiibo are back in force, of course.
Yay.
They print money.
I like amiibos.
Oh yeah, the
I
one
know, I'm a sap.
No,
but-
dude, me too. Like, I just need to finish the Smash collection, and then all of the other collections. But
I have several Smash amiibos and then a couple of extra ones like the Twilight Princess one and the 8-bit Mario, stuff like that.
yeah,
I still need to go and get my the mains and Smash at some point.
I need them to make a Cloud amiibo and then I'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
Which also I was a little bit sad to find out that apparently Cloud is #1 on the tier list as of the most recent updates.
Oh yeah.
Which, like, I mean, I don't know. I always feel bad using like top tier characters in fighting games because I don't know. I have this irrational fear that people will see me as a tier whore and such. It's like, no, he honestly was just super fun to use. I liked him since he first came out.
My
Which
pistol
was kind of surprising, given I don't really care that much for Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. My personal opinion on the tier thing is that so long as you wanted to play him before he came out, before people realized how good he was, I think that's fine.
yep. And honestly,
That's how I justify it.
like, people are gonna be shitty regardless. Like, they're gonna
Oh.
find some way to just try to ruin your happiness. So fuck them.
What, you mean people are going to be people? I never would have guessed.
Yeah.
No, people are going to be aliens.
I knew it.
Yes. My hair's up in the air right now. Aliens.
Yep. No, the one thing I want to mention about the Joy-Cons, though, real quick before we move off of it, is I just like the fact that you can use them separate from the controller. Like, you could just hold them in your hand. And I mentioned this in the chat. Like, no, we should probably say that for the podcast. I'm like, yeah, maybe. Just like I play games at my desk because I don't have a TV because TVs are big and expensive. And also, I'm in this room at my desk 24/7 anyways. And like when I'm playing games on the desk, I have to rest my wrist like on the desk itself, and that gets super uncomfortable. And so just being able to be like, okay, I'm lazy. Let me just have my hands out at my side, and it's the same experience of.
I mean, if you use a controller, you can just have your hands down in your lap and at your side and all that, no problem.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's not going to change that you need to have your hands up on the desk for using a mouse and keyboard. That's going to always be that way.
Yeah, but for playing games though, it's more comfortable. Like I could just leave my arms on the armrest and play a game with a controller, and hopefully it'll work with Steam. Please let it work with Steam.
How the hell would it interface with Steam?
Bluetooth.
No.
God damn it! Don't ruin my hopes and dreams.
I'm going to
Somebody-
crush those hopes and dreams right now. There's no way in hell.
Somebody would have to be making an adapter for it and then create
Yeah,
software for it.
if we come out with like third-party Joy-Cons somehow, then maybe like Mad Catz makes one that interfaces or something, which I mean, then it's kind of gonna be crappy because it's Mad Catz, but like that's about the only way you're gonna ever have a shot at getting something like that.
Well, actually, so this is something I've been thinking about, and I was wondering if like the viability of the Joy-Cons are going to replace controllers. And like I didn't go into great detail of why I was thinking that, but also the way VR controllers are styled, it's going to become a more and more common thing to have two separate controllers.
That depends a lot on how much VR picks up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying maybe like I really want this to take off just because I like the idea. I really like the idea.
I agree. I think the idea is really cool. I just think you're a bit overhyped for
The Switch?
just this specific kind of controller.
Yeah, I'm also buying fully into Nintendo's thing. Like whatever they tell me is gospel. I'm just gonna go hard on it. Oh God. So Nintendo made the Joy-Con, so it's actually the best thing ever. And,
well, obviously.
Yep. Anyone who doesn't agree is a fanboy, and I'm gonna fight them.
Well, wouldn't you be the fanboy?
No, that's not how it works. Nope,
I-
they're the fanboys.
Oh no,
I'm
he's right off
not
Game
sure
Facts
you're
Logic
correct
now.
about that.
You know, that sounds like a fanboy argument to me. Yeah, you're gonna try to
Oh, I
reverse
bet
this.
it does.
You guys are just Xbox fanboys. That's what it is.
I'll just leave you to that little world of yours.
Yeah, considering the only Xbox console I've ever had was 360.
Yep, I actually had both the original
I
Xbox.
think the original Xbox is pretty lame, and I think the one is a steaming pile of garbage in general, because anything exclusive on it you can just get on PC instead, and anything that's multiplat has run better on PS4 in every single instance.
Oh,
So
it's not just
why
on
would I?
PC. It's on
Wha-
Windows 10.
Well, yeah, but
Oh, we
that's
should
still better than having an Xbox.
we should also mention too
Oh,
that was well Scalebound.
Oh yeah, it died.
Yep.
Wah, wah.
I'm like, yeah, we should just mention that, but then you drop the mic, and I'm like, okay, well, now I'm gonna have to pick it back up and say Scalebound. So,
Yep, it's dead.
yep, good job, Microsoft.
The king is dead. Long live the king, and all that.
Pretty much. I feel bad for Platinum.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it would be a cool game. It's just we'll not ever find out.
Well, you should go watch the E3 demo, maybe.
Yeah, I watched stuff for it like when they first announced it that looked pretty cool, and then we talked about it some on the podcast, and you were super hyped for it. But
Yes. And then the E3 demo happened.
yeah,
Yeah.
that just kill it.
Yes, it's really bad.
Well, maybe we know why it was canceled.
And we found out, well, okay, that's all speculation and rumors on the industry that we probably shouldn't go into. But
yeah, supposedly Microsoft was putting pressure on, and they had a disagreement and falling out, and then they split apart and the game died.
Oh, that
Yeah.
never happens.
yeah, and well, they were saying things like Microsoft was setting unrealistic goals, and they changed what the game was supposed to be like halfway through development. Like, oh, now we need 4-player co-op in here, and it's like, wait, what? No, this was a single-player RPG. So
Because they are the best to work under.
That's not what I've heard.
yep, I've been well, NeoGaf, take it with a grain of salt, but people who claim to be in the know were
No,
like,
I was being sarcastic. When he said Microsoft is the best to work under, I was saying that's not what I've heard.
oh, yeah.
Does your dad work at Microsoft? Can you get him banned?
Yes, absolutely. My dad works at Microsoft.
See, I knew it. Damn Xbox fanboys.
Yep, that's me.
The truth be out. Oh no.
Yep.
He's just trying to hide it with all his hateful words to the X-Bone. He actually loves it.
Illuminati confirmed.
Oh, absolutely. I am the Illuminatist.
Yep.
He's got like a big triangle behind him.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been lying to you guys the whole time. My name is actually Pyramid.
And then they're just gonna put 4 of the pyramids together, and it's gonna make the Xbox symbol. That's how it's gonna work.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how it works.
Well, that's what an X is. It's 4 triangles, right?
Totally.
Kinda?
Yeah. Oh, this is so dumb. I just like you guys just let me see the stupidest shit.
You know, behind closed doors, we're just like that guy.
Yeah, pretty much. You just like you can't physically slap me, so you just let me go
Someday I will. Someday when I actually meet you, the first thing I will do is slap you. And you will be momentarily surprised until you remember this conversation.
I won't even be surprised. I'd be like, I probably had that coming.
Probably.
Yeah, you know. But also, you guys are Xbox fanboys, and I am just sitting here preaching the good word of Nintendo.
Yeah,
So-
it's not like I've owned literally every Nintendo console.
Nope, that I don't believe you. That's
I think you're
fake.
going towards the second slap here.
Yeah, you're false flagging. You know.
False flagging, yeah. Okay.
I spent too much time on 4chan. It's really dumb. Don't ever go to 4chan. It's bad.
Are getting infected.
Yeah. No, I just like I get depressed because I think those guys are actually serious, and they're not.
That's the problem. Most of them are.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
it'd be funny if they were all trolling. Like if 4chan was actually just ironic, it'd probably be one of the funniest gaming boards. But no, they're serious, and then I get sad. Like, oh, okay, well.
I'm always sad because I don't see the internet.
Happy news.
Then again, it doesn't help that every single day I wake up to more Trump news and everything else. Politics. Let's get out of this. Gamepad?
Yeah, I was gonna say we probably shouldn't get into politics.
Yep. Oh God. I don't want to live in this world anymore.
So-
Podcast over.
We'll just end it there.
So the Switch has a gamepad, they say.
Yep. Capacitive touchscreen, so no stylus. But capacitive touchscreen does mean it has multi-touch.
Oh, I didn't actually realize that. That's cool.
Yep. So, but we don't know why it's going to have a touchscreen though, because
Reasons.
it is running on an Android something or other. I think the OS is based on Android, so maybe we'll get like Super Mario Run or their other like mobile games. Maybe.
That would be extremely unusual, I would say.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the thing is basically a tablet. And it's
Yep. But the OS is really bare. Have you guys seen, like, they showed it during the presentation, but it showed, like, just the tablet itself, and it had, like, 2 squares for a game, and then some basic menu buttons on the bottom, but there was no proper, like...
I don't recall.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, well, this is basically all I've been doing, is staring at Switch things for the past 3 days, because I'm like, I don't want to jump into a game.
You don't want to talk to me to a game? Well, I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of different.
Well, I don't want to, like, jump into, like, a heavy RPG, because all I have are RPGs, like, when I know. Is that
Oh,
John
boy.
Cena?
Yeah, that's I have my TV muted, but sound still comes out of the controller apparently.
Oh, all right. Makes sense.
That's great. I can't imagine what you'd be playing.
Like
But-
actually, or
Yeah, well, it could be Nier or Tales of Berseria.
nope, neither.
Damn it. Now I'm throwing toothpaste at the wall.
Oh,
So, what was I saying?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Graham, save us.
That's how I do that. Cool.
I can't save anybody.
God, people are messaging me.
Kill them
Everyone's
all.
getting distracted. I should talk to the battery life.
Yeah, well,
Some say it's between 2.5 and 6 hours, depending
Yeah,
on the game.
yeah, that's the thing, is it apparently depends on what you're playing. Like, it could be pretty good battery life, or it could be absolutely trash.
Considering probably the most demanding game that's currently out is Zelda, I'm assuming 2.5 is enough for that.
Yeah.
I would say that, Skyrim, like, God. So what would be 6 hours then?
I mean, considering Skyrim's coming out in the fall, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, they would have tested it, wouldn't they? So they could say that.
Yeah. That's not terrible, though. It's like if you're just using it for your commute, or like if you're using it somewhere, like if you're at your college or something like that, and you just pull it out, play it for a little bit, and you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to plug it into a charger while I play it. So, I mean...
What is the charger, by the way? That's something I've been thinking about. Is it actually just the AC adapter with a plug?
it's a USB.
USB, right.
Yeah. It's just... I think it's a... What is USB-C? I've heard that before. Is that just a regular, like, Android charger?
I am not Googling right now.
It looks kind of like it, but it's not. It's rounder. Okay. So
you could probably just do it out of your smartphone charger, if this is right.
yeah. Except, well, not mine, but damn it.
Very certain ones, yes. But yes.
Pretty soon, though, everything's switching over to USB-C, which is slowly becoming universal. Okay, so our phone chargers for Android phones is micro B, and Type-C is becoming the new micro B. So that's cool. So that was pretty smart on Nintendo's part then.
Yeah, I would agree.
And you can.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't really expect to use mine on the go all that much. Like I expect to pretty much play it at home, and then when I'm on the go, I've got books and I've got my 3DS and stuff like that, and I think that'll be good for me.
Yeah, like the battery life won't be an issue for me either because the only times I play my handheld is like I'm in the car, which I could use the car charger. I'm at someone's house, which I would just charge it. Like I'm in a waiting room somewhere, and I'll just charge it there.
Honestly, I'm about the same pace. I'd probably use it as a console as well because I wouldn't really be dragging it around. Like, I don't drag games and stuff around unless I'm like back in college or whatever. I took the DS in once every blue moon. But otherwise, it would probably just be somewhere quick or something.
Yep.
Or maybe I'm just sitting down because apparently the transition. I don't know if everyone knew this, but apparently the transition between docking and undocking is instant or very quick. I mean, obviously they showed that in their promotional material, but you know.
Yeah, that's fantastic too. Like someone like me who is like, I'll be sitting at home. That's like, oh, okay. Suddenly you need to be here like 10 minutes ago, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, let me just take my Switch then. And so, God, I never realized either. Like I always think I'm not a busy person. My life is mostly me sitting at home, and then I sit there and stare at my Vita and how much playtime I have because I'm constantly out and about. I'm just like, oh. So. Yeah, I would primarily use it like you guys as a console, but there's like several use cases where I'd be like, oh, suddenly I need to be out. Like something happened, I have to go to the stupid like doctor's office or I don't know. I'm moving again. Like I'm suddenly gonna start moving every 6 months again. That was fun.
Just come move up here, it'll be fine.
I will, and then it'll be like, oh, suddenly I have to move somewhere else because this job opportunity appeared. Oh, now I have to move this other place because this happened. Like, God damn it.
Just get an island in the middle of the ocean. We'll meet you then. We'll just wait out the apocalypse, all right?
Oh, okay, that sounds good to me. It'll probably be here by the end of the year, so.
We'll probably run out of food and die, but that's not the point.
Yeah, no, we'll be on the island. We'll be fine. We just have to get Zelda, and that's it. That's what we're going to play for the rest of eternity until we die. But
I don't think you'll get quite that much play out of it, honestly.
What do you mean? Nintendo told me it's going to be the forever game. That it's just.
I don't think they did actually.
No, Reggie messaged me on Twitter. I asked him, and he's like,
"Oh yeah, I forgot about that." Yeah, I forgot it was you that Reggie was talking about when he said his body was ready.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
So the dock is really cool. It has a fan built into it, and of course it'll be charging the system so that it can up the clock speed of the CPU and the GPU so it can output up to 900p.
Which seems really weird that they didn't make it so that it can go up to 1080.
I've been seeing rumors that it can, but people were pixel counting and actually counting each pixel, and it was 900. So it might upscale to 1080 on I don't know.
In this day and age, that's
a little weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's not like anyone can see the difference, right? That was a quote from IGN. That was an old quote from IGN, that people can't see the difference between 1080p and 900p.
I will stop them.
Yep. And like that's just because I don't think they understand how resolutions work.
I don't think IGN understands much of anything.
No.
You can't spell ignorant without IGN.
Yep.
That's an oldie. I mean, you know, too much water in there, 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Imagine Babies, 4 out of 5. I'm never gonna forget that. God Hand got like 2 out of 10, and Imagine Babies got a 9 out of 10.
God Hand got a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, it was a really low score.
Really? Oh my god.
Yep, and that's why no one takes IGN seriously.
I mean, I haven't taken IGN seriously since basically I first ever heard about them.
Yep.
But holy crap, that's just egregious. I've barely even played God Hand, and I know how good of a game it is.
Yep. Like I always see that graphic floating around too. Anytime IGN's mentioned anywhere, the image pops up, and it's like God Hand 2 out of 10. Imagine Babies 9 out of 10.
What the hell even is Imagine Babies?
Is that a 3DS game? Or for DS game?
Yeah. No, actually, it was the Wii version of a game.
Oh.
And I don't know what it actually is. I just know the name is Imagine Babies, and that's all I ever needed to know.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't really want to know much more than that, admittedly.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm looking at it. It's oh god.
That
It's
bad?
like you get the baby, then you give him a bath, and then you change his diaper. It's like
Oh, it's Nintendo Babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine cooking babies. What? Oh, it's a spoof image.
Okay, I was gonna say, if that is the actual title of another game in that series, they really did not think through.
I used to say that on accident because, okay, so you know Cooking Mama? They
Yes.
had that accessory for Baby Mama, but in my head I would say, oh, look, it's Cooking Baby. Yep.
Nicely done.
And I would say this in public too, like I'd be at Walmart and I'd point out to you and I'd be like, oh, look, Cooking Baby. And people would just stare at me. I'm like, fuck, okay.
Good job.
Never show my face in the store again. Oh, he's selling Walmart for 100 miles. Well, shit. So,
Alright, so what else?
oh shit. Okay, all right. Whew. No USB storage at launch, although that might be updated in a firmware thing because it has two USB 2.0s on the front and one USB 3.0 on the back. There's no Ethernet port on the Switch, but there's a accessory for it that's a USB that you can buy later.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the same one as the Wii U. In which case, yeah, I already have one.
Yeah. Oh, the Switch underclocks itself whenever it's in portable mode to save its battery life. And I mean, the screen itself is only 720p, which is great for a handheld, and you won't really notice a difference. God.
Yeah, but when it's docked, that's when I think it's a little weird that even when docked, it only goes up to 900.
Yeah, I've been seeing conflicting things though. Like yesterday, I started seeing people say, "Oh yeah, no, of course it's 1080p," but like a few days before that, people were like, "No, what they showed was 900p." So, it's just inconsistency. And Nintendo's, of course. Well, Nintendo said 900p, I believe, but internal memory, 32 gigabytes, which is expandable with micro SD cards. There's no limit on the micro SD cards.
Yep, basically as big of one as you can afford. So
Yep.
shell out $300 and you can get a 2 terabyte one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have fun with that.
I think I'm not going to buy any Nintendo games digitally from here on out. Like, especially because like the reason why I was doing it before, or why I bought physical game or digital games, is because backwards compatibility. And it's like, oh, it's in my library, so I'm gonna have it, but the Switch isn't gonna have backwards compatibility. So, physical for Nintendo, digital for PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine I'll have some stuff digital through them, like, the monthly SNES games and stuff like that. But yeah, also, I mean, DLC stuff.
So
But
did you?
I do plan on mainly buying physical, which I do anyway.
So those monthly games you get, you don't get to keep.
Yeah, I know.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's a little,
We didn't tell the
little
crowd
weird.
though.
Yep.
Yeah, after the month's over, that's it. It's gone.
Yep. That's man.
It's really stupid.
And
yeah.
it's VC games too. It's Virtual Consoles, old NES and SNES games. Like, come on, Nintendo. Are you really that hard up?
That might be what baffles me most out of the whole thing is like they give away a monthly game that's only good for the month and it's only old VC games. It's like what? Why?
Who's doing your business sense
Like, if
acquisition?
you're giving us the old Virtual Console games, then make it, something we can keep. It's not like you're giving us the new Zelda for free or something.
Yep, and that's what. God, it's like, okay, you're going to pay for your online service to Nintendo, which I'm like, that's fine. I don't play any Nintendo games online anyways. But if I did, like, I'm not really getting much for my money. Well, we don't even know how much it is, but. So, another baffling piece of news, which I kind of don't care about it just because of how I'd personally use it, but the Joy-Con grip that comes with the Switch won't charge the Joy-Cons.
Wait, it won't?
Nope. If you want
That's odd.
yeah, the charger grip is sold separately, but the Joy-Con battery life is supposed to be 20 hours. So,
Yeah,
like,
I'm not keen on that.
yeah, like at first I was like, oh God, why not? I'm not going to pay $30 for your stupid charger grip. And I'm like, okay, well, if they last for 20 hours, then I'll usually charge them at some point before they die completely. So it's not that big of a deal to me.
Yeah.
But
Still, that's extremely strange.
yeah, and I don't know. It's just there's a lot of strange decisions they made with the Switch. It's like, okay, so there's no pack in game, there's no charger grip. It's like the 32 gigabyte storage. Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely some weirdness. Like,
Yeah,
I just wonder what's
I'm
going
quite
on with it.
excited for it, but they're doing some weird things.
yeah, like you could see the stuff, and I think part of it is, it's like you can see the things that Iwata did for the Switch. Like there's a lot of things that are very genuine Nintendo, and then you can see the things that were investors, the
Oh,
stockholders,
yeah.
which
Yeah.
paid online. And you have to wonder if he was still around, would he have let this go through? So,
The paid online I actually don't think is a big deal personally because I mean Nintendo in the past hasn't had all that much stuff that even had online. And most of them that did, like Smash Bros for example, it kind of sucked. And a lot of that is because they usually didn't do dedicated servers. They did it like peer-to-peer stuff, which, all you need is someone to have even a slightly bad connection and that all goes down the tubes.
yep.
But if we're paying for online, then they kind of, at that point, if they want people to, keep paying for it, they kind of have to have dedicated servers for their online stuff. So if it means that assuming that we get Smash Bros on this, I'll actually be able to play it and have it be like stable and usable with other people online, that is worth it.
Yeah.
Like if it means they're going to have functional online for the games that use it, that's kind of a big deal.
We hope they will. We hope it'll improve the service. So,
Right.
We'd have to wait.
But like I said, that's the thing. No one's going to pay for it if that doesn't go with it.
yeah.
True.
So, it'll be interesting. God. And I'm still confused too. Okay, so 1-2 Switch is one of the launch games that's basically the Wii Sports of the Switch.
Yeah, that I'm amazed isn't bundled in.
Yeah, it should be, because I'm not going to buy it. Like, that game seems really cool, and I would definitely play it if it came with the Switch. But since it doesn't, I'm not going to spend $60 on it.
Yeah. Wait, it's a full price?
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
No idea why.
I'd pay $20 for it. That'd be fine.
Oh yeah, definitely. It would be like Nintendo Land, which I don't actually have, but I've heard was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think I do. No, I don't.
That was one of the things that was out of the gate for the Wii U.
I think we had it.
Oh, I do have it. Oh, shit.
I can't go and check right now because it's in my brother's room.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at all my Wii U games, and now I'm sad.
Why?
There's only like 5 of them.
Oh.
The Wii U, it was too good of a console for its time. Like, there were the games, they need to port all of the Wii U games onto the Switch.
Yeah, realistically, like Wii U was a great console that was very poorly managed,
Yeah.
And that's the real reason that it died as hard as it did, as I see it at least. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, it can't be backwards compatible because it uses cartridges rather than discs. And if you start porting a bunch of Wii U stuff to it, then that's gonna get real expensive for anyone who wants Wii U stuff on the Switch, unless there are like serious incentives. Like, I mean, Mario Kart has new modes, new tracks, new characters, new items. Cool. That's worth it. And it's gonna look nicer. But like, if they start trying to just straight port Wii U games to the Switch without adding a whole lot, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna fly.
Yeah.
No.
Well, they said that. Okay, so Laura Kate Dell was talking about rumors for the Switch, and there was rumors that they were going to get a lot of Wii U ports, but they were going to be enhanced ports with new content and things like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty alright.
Laura did actually also get hands-on with this with the Switch and has confirmed quite a bit of information. But also, she's also been getting quite a lot of flack for making predictions that didn't turn out to be true. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, flack is in death threats and all sorts of nonsense.
Yeah, because the internet is a reasonable and stable place.
Yeah.
Of course.
Now I'm sad again. I'm just gonna sit here and stare at my game shelf and pretend I'm not part of the gaming community.
Yeah,
I think that's reasonable.
sometimes. But look how much good we did with AGDQ. We raised $2.2 million for cancer research and prevention. Like, sometimes the gaming community can be great.
And then we have the guy who made that comment.
The good side of the gaming community is great. The bad side is terrible and oftentimes peeks its face everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So,
That's the problem, is that the harshest, most vitriolic people are also always the loudest.
yep.
It's true.
This is such an upbeat and happy podcast today.
Yeah, totally. Let's see, what else have we not talked about?
We're all so happy.
Actually, that's most of the Switch stuff.
Yep. Like, that's what I was asking, if there's anything that we wanted to go over, just in case I missed anything.
No, not really. I mean, that pretty much did it.
Yep. Let's see. There was something I was going to mention. I think I already did, though. Yeah, Joy-Con grip. Oh, you can't write on the game cards, but that's not that big of a deal.
What do you mean?
Like, you can't save to the game cards themselves. You have to save on the device itself.
Oh, that's not hugely surprising.
No, I mean, that's the way the Vita is, so.
That's also how the 3DS is for a lot of stuff. Not all of it, but a lot of it.
Yeah, no, not too surprising. Also, I gave up my 3DS. Like, well, I was going to trade it in, but I have the XL, and my roommate doesn't. So I'm like, do you want my 3DS? Because if not, I'm just going to trade it into GameStop. And she's like, yes. I'm like, okay. I'm not trading in the Wii U, though, even though I've considered it. But just in case we don't get, like, Xenoblade or Bayonetta 1 and 2, are those games ported, then I'm going to hold on to it. So, oh shit, we didn't talk about the games.
Well, I mean, yeah, I figured that was coming next because that's what was next on the thing.
I totally zoned.
That was the main, like, actual Switch stuff. So.
Yeah, I totally blinked on that. And I was like looking around the podcast. I'm like, okay, so is that going to do it for our podcast? I was like, oh shit, no, this huge list that's like 10 pages long. There were so many games I had to link to the Game Informer website at the bottom. Because, so here is what's confirmed for launch day as of like a few days ago. 1-2 Switch, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Skylanders Imaginators, which of course, Just Dance, which of course, and then the launch window, which is apparently 2017. That's what the Polygon said. I'm like, okay, whatever, Polygon. I'll take your word for it. Has Been Heroes, which looks pretty interesting. I Am Setsuna, which will be the first time I play it. and like I might as well get it on the Switch because the Vita port got canceled. Sonic Mania, which I've heard bad things about. Arms, which it's that fighting game, that boxing punchy game.
That actually looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, if it has online, I'm in there day one because
Well, no, you won't, because it's not out day one. Ha ha ha.
now I'm gonna cry myself to sleep.
Good. That's all I've ever wanted.
So you'll play the online. So you'll pay the online fee just for Arms.
Well, online is free until the fall.
Yeah,
That's
so-
true.
They're gonna let everyone use online free for the first several months, and then they're gonna give details later on about what all is entirely included and required for the online and how it works and how much it costs.
Oh
Which
yeah, did we
I
mention
kind of-
about?
Oh,
Sorry,
go ahead.
But did we mention about the how the like chat systems and stuff are going to work?
Oh, through your fucking smartphone.
I'm pretty sure that's an optional thing, not a required thing.
I have some bad news for you.
I have not seen anything that confirms that it is required to use a phone.
It's on the Switch UI page thingamajigger, but the only way to connect online is to tether your freaking phone. And I know why they did it that way. And that's because if you want to play an online game on the go, you're not going to have internet all the time. So you have to tether it to your phone so you can at least use your 4G, which makes me question many things about their online service. Because I don't want to be playing at home on my not as terrible internet against someone who's on 4G, which is pretty terrible.
Oh, by the way, on your list of things that are coming on launch day, the new Bomberman game is also going to be on launch.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah.
I think it's called like Super Bomberman or something like that.
Yeah, whenever I was writing this, it just said March, so I guess they confirmed that it's day one. Okay,
Yep.
There we go. I'll just bump that up there. But yeah, that's the one thing that really baffled me, and I know quite a few of my friends actually don't have smartphones because they've never needed them. It's just a waste of money for them, and they're not very happy about this news. So. That's one of the questionable decisions.
Yeah, I'll admit I'm reading through a thing that's like a list of everything we know about how the Switch works right now, and I'm not seeing anything that states on here at least that it's required. But I don't know.
I hope it's not. Like, I would hope the Switch itself, like at least when it's docked, like it would know because it has the Ethernet port, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would hope that when it's at least docked, you can just use your Wi-Fi and it's the smartphone's not required.
I believe the smartphone app may just be for voice chat service.
Yeah, well, and your friends list management, because when we saw the Switch UI, there was no friends button.
Because on the actual Switch's page, like for the online service, it just says online lobby and voice chat app.
So, I mean, whatever, Nintendo. I'll just use Discord, or I'll use Skype, or I'll use something else.
I mean, all are easier uses than whatever they're trying to play.
Yep. The Switch app itself, though, is pretty cool with the parental controls and everything. Like, I watched a Japanese video of Bowser showing things. It has stuff like you can set a warning for your kids. It's like, okay, you can only play it or like it'll automatically turn off the Switch at like, let's say 9 p.m. And if you want to, you can set a warning. It's like, okay, hey, it's turning off in an hour. Or you can let them extend it. Like if they're playing like Zelda for something and they need to save, it's like, okay, it's going to turn off at this time, but here's an extra 10 minutes or an extra hour or however much time you need. Like that's pretty neat. Like it's really good parental controls, and I have a lot of friends who have kids, so I'm like, oh God, I'm an old man now.
Yes, truly ancient and definitely still not actually relatively young.
Yeah, well, all my friends have like 4 and 5 year olds now, And so
That doesn't make you old, nor even
Doesn't mean
them.
anything.
There are 20-year-olds who have 4 and 5-year-olds.
yeah, but that's a small child, and that it just freaks me out because in my head, I'm 18 forever, and so
Oh, okay. You're giving yourself about 12 years too much credit there.
yeah, I mean that's what
I'm old. I'm 18.
no, but that's what freaks me out though is like coming to terms with my actual age because I had that disconnect because in my head I stopped aging at 18, and so realizing I'm actually almost
In
30.
our heads, you stopped aging at 6.
Yeah, I'm actually a 1,000-year-old dragon, so.
Oh, Kutsu doesn't listen to this, does he?
He might be the other one.
Oh, God. Well, not anymore. Hooray! Down to 0 listeners.
Yep,
Yes. I mean,
Victory is mine.
pretty much.
Now we officially have the least watched podcast or listened or whatever, least tenanted podcast ever with actually nobody. Hooray!
Yep.
there's probably someone out there who does like a cast with 0 watchers. And he's just doing it because he can.
Oh, I mean, there's like I've seen people on YouTube who have like hundreds upon hundreds of videos that have been doing YouTube like since it started and have 0 subscribers. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, like most of their videos don't even have a single view. It's like, oh, that's so sad. I mean, we're not much above that, but we also haven't been doing this for 10 years and such.
And
Yeah.
we also dropped off ages ago.
Yeah, yeah,
I should be doing more.
I
but
still
I'm
need
not.
to finish Dr. Wily.
Yeah.
I just
I still
like
need
I
to-
said, at this point I'm not at the point where I'm able to actually sit down and record stuff, unfortunately. Also, once I actually get back health-wise to where I can be doing that without getting all freaked out and whatnot, I need to figure out why in the world OBS was murdering anything that I tried to record the last time I got on and tried to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually really close to finishing Legacy of Kain. As time has went on, I've been having less and less problems with actually recording it, but I eventually just stopped because I have problems.
Well, get back to it.
I
If
get
I
all
can't put gaming
anxiety
stuff up,
about
that
it.
leaves only you.
I know. I just get all anxiety about like whether or not what I'm doing is any good, and it's just like my head just gets a mess. So eventually, I just got a bit too much and pressurized, and I just sort of stopped.
Yep. That actually is what almost or pretty much did kill another podcast I listened to. Is that like all the stress of just doing this stuff so often? That's why we moved to 2 weeks because it was actually getting on me too.
Yep, that is accurate.
And it just gets to you, just like even though you're doing it for fun, it's like the pressure and expectations you have for yourself, and then it's too much. And so the Super Best Friend cast, like half of the podcast had to quit for mental health reasons, which. Yep.
Well, I mean, one of them is still technically a part of this Best Friends, and the other one left to pursue his own goals.
Yep. But
one of them took her time off for his mental health.
Yep. But I don't know. I don't know if he'll actually come back though.
He will.
I'm surprised you actually listen to Super Best Friends, Chris.
I don't necessarily listen to many podcasts. I actually watch them on YouTube. So
okay, that kind of trips me out. I'm like, what? Someone besides me knows about this thing?
Yeah.
They're really popular, dude. Do you
Are
not
they?
know that? Yeah.
No, I
wow,
didn't.
really?
Super Best Friends are huge on YouTube.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. I don't watch YouTube videos. I just listen to podcasts. So
Let me find the channel and I'll send it to your way so you can have a look at their subscriber count.
okay, and then I'm just gonna be shocked and awed, and then I'm gonna be very upset because I can't like it because it's too popular.
Yeah, looks like 641,000 subs.
Holy shit! Well, I knew they went to conventions, but I didn't think anything about it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
they're rather popular.
oh, holy shit. Well, I got to unsubscribe for their podcast and pretend I never heard of them before.
Obviously. It's the only
I'll send
reason
it to you over Discord so you can get a beep.
Yep.
You kids in your Discord.
Yep. You should get Discord.
Maybe at some point. For
It's
now, Skype is fine.
Honestly, the reason I ended up just giving in and grabbing Discord is because I got very sick of Skype shit. Every time I would swap to somebody else and send a message to you after talking on the actual the chat, it would actually freeze itself and stop responding for about 10 to 15 minutes and then come back.
Extremely bizarre. I
Yeah.
have had no such issues, I must admit.
It's probably some really convoluted. There's probably some really convoluted method to actually get it to work again, but I just can't be bothered to go like.
Have you updated all the way?
Yeah, it's updated. It auto updates. So I also recently reinstalled it. So
That's weird. It might be having a strange interaction with something else on your computer. I mean, I have Skype do stupid things pretty frequently, but nothing nearly that bad.
Yep.
Well, yeah. So I decided to talk to the one person who had Discord over Discord for like a few minutes before people start talking on Skype again.
Yep, I use both because you guys still use Skype. But like the people that use Skype has actually shrunk significantly.
Yeah, that's not horrifically surprising.
Now we just have to get the bar to switch over to Discord.
As I understand, Facebook is where several people still communicate.
Yeah, and the Facebook Messenger app is horrible.
Yep, it's the worst. And I muted it because it kept blowing up my phone. I'm like, okay, I love you guys. No.
I've turned off all notifications.
I don't
on my phone
use
so I just get
Facebook,
beat up.
so
Yeah.
My phone just flashes lights at me. That's all it does. I don't actually have any notifications turned on. Except for people decide to phone me on the goddamn messenger. It's like, it's so annoying.
Yep. No, and I actually secretly abandoned my old Facebook account in favor of a new one. I just didn't tell anyone.
Yeah, you didn't tell anyone except for me quite a while ago.
Yeah, I told Grim. But I'm like, who do I actually talk to on Facebook? Like, who is actually okay with the things I'm going to share on this Facebook account that is totally private, except to people that I trust significantly?
I believe you also discussed this on the podcast at one point.
Yeah. There's too many real life people from my town added me on that main Facebook, so I had to abandon it. Like, I could just purge it, but then people are like, oh, why didn't you add me on Facebook? And it's very awkward. Like, I'd rather not deal with that. So.
All right, well, I think we've gotten sufficiently off topic. We can probably call it.
Yeah, we didn't even finish talking about one thing before we go. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is 2017, which is probably a lie. But I'm just... I mean, that's like, if it actually comes out this year, this will probably be like a fucking, like this year alone has so many fucking amazing games. And then like getting a Xenoblade game this year too. And Fire Emblem Warriors, there's actually a Fire Emblem Direct tomorrow.
Oh, that is tomorrow, isn't it? What time is that?
I think 3, let me check.
If it's at 3, that's going to be a huge bummer. Because I have class at like 4, and it's on the other campus, which means I have to leave here like 45 minutes ahead of time and then hop a bus over to the other campus and all that, and it's a huge inconvenience.
Oh, wait, it says January 18th. That's weird.
Okay, well, what time then?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I think it was 3 p.m. Eastern.
If it's 3 p.m. Eastern, that's not bad. Yeah, January 18th.
So, Wednesday. Well, shit. I was excited because I have Tuesday off.
2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, so 4 p.m. our time.
Damn it.
Yay, that means I'll be back from talking to my advisor by then, and I'll be able to watch it.
Yeah.
That's exactly midnight here.
Have fun!
Yep.
Oh, is it? Hold on a second. Let me recount that.
6 hours ahead, so...
Yeah, 6 hours. For some reason I counted 8. I'm just looking at like, wait, why did I count 8 hours?
Yeah, no, it should start at 10 for you.
Yeah, so we'll get to see Fire Emblem Muso. God, I'm so excited about that. That's like... my brain can't handle that. That's the only game I've
like
wanted to.
Muso way too much.
I do.
I think, after your explanation of how you played Doom kind of makes a bit more sense.
Yep.
I was going to say it makes perfect sense. It's just dumb fun.
Yep. I love power fantasies. Yep. I just want to kill hundreds of things over and over again. Like,
Yeah, they're very fun games. It's just like you're one of the only people I know who goes like, "Oh yes, Muso, this is top tier gaming." Like,
yep. Like I said, there is like about 3 of us actual Muso fans. You guys are the other 2.
Yeah.
I know a decent few people who also like them. It's just like I said, most people don't view them as this is an amazing game. It's like, yeah, this is fun.
Yep. I'm just like, God, there's so few games nowadays that are just legitimate power fantasies. Like, you just go, like, all right, you're the biggest badass in the world. Just go fucking tear everything apart. Like,
spin your sword around and kill everyone in front of you.
Yep, pretty much. And that's why I'm so excited for the Berserk Muso, because I just want to use, what the hell is Gut's sword called?
Or the Dragon Killer.
Yeah, I just want to swing that around just through, like...
I'm pretty sure it's called Big Sword.
Yeah,
no, it's called the Surfboard Sword.
Yep.
It's called Sharpie Stick. Okay, now I need to play a D&D character with a magical sword named Sharpie Stick. Probably should be a barbarian, because he would be dumb enough in that case.
That's excellent.
God, yep, that's the best. But
speaking of, at some point within the next few weeks, probably after I get back from visiting Danny in Omaha, I'm gonna try and figure out something, see if we can do an online D&D thing like we were hoping to previously. That never worked out.
I actually never have fully finished writing that Kitsune story.
Nah, that's fine. We'll probably honestly end up doing something significantly different, because we'll have to find someone else to run it, because I haven't heard anything from that dude in months.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, he stopped responding to stuff before any of us did, so...
Oh, well.
You might realize how much work it was actually going to be. Like, you know what? Let's just...
Yeah, well, I mean,
it
was probably because of how long it was taking to, like, actually get Ezra moved into a new place and get a job and get a stable, like, existence going again.
Yeah.
So I don't blame the guy. It's just, we're going to have to find somebody. But I think we'll be able to. So, yeah. Remind me sometime, like, in February, and I'll try and get that figured out.
I'll try to remember. Try.
Okay.
So, yep. I'm going to look through the list of games that are confirmed coming.
Namco Bandai has confirmed that there will be some Tales games coming, but they haven't said if it's going to be ports and re-releases or actual new ones or what it's going to be, but I am eagerly awaiting more news.
Yep. Disgaea 5 is actually coming at launch too.
That's right. And it's going to get its own collector's edition for the Switch, which if I didn't have one for PS4, I would probably get that.
And it's coming...
Still haven't touched my PS4 one, which I really want to.
If you get it on the Switch, it comes with all the DLC already packed in.
I have all the DLC.
Oh, damn it.
I haven't even played it, but I have all of the DLC and the collector's edition. Okay. It's just... the game is so long and such a time sink, and I've been trying to get through other games, and it just haven't yet. Okay, after later this year, I'm probably going to stop being able to buy new games hardly ever once I finish school and have a job and all that. So that'll give me time to burn through my backlog.
Oh god, you're gonna end up with my problem of where it's like, okay, I just need to finish this game. I'm just gonna use cheat engine, give myself instant.
No, that's not how I do it.
I have to do it. No, I'm telling you.
And I'm telling you, you're wrong.
God damn it, no. There has to be more than one of us.
We appreciate the challenge too much. Stop.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm a challenge gamer.
I'm trying to validate my way of playing games.
I'm trying to validate your existence currently.
Yep. Look, I used cheat engines in real life and it didn't work. And now I'm a sad man.
Uh-huh.
So you tried to load the exe into cheat engine of real life, and then you realized that it was just a made-up exe.
Yeah, he found out that notavirus.exe was in fact a virus.
I've never been so deceived in my life.
Anyway, let's is there anything else that we need to mention, or can we cut
Uh,
this off?
I think we probably should. It's been like, what, 2.5 hours now?
No, hour and a half, I believe.
Oh, shit. When did we start?
About 3.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad then.
No, it's not at all, actually.
Our email is thejagkast@gmail.com, which I should probably check at some point, but I'm pretty sure we just get spam from Facebook and Twitter. So,
we've got plenty of sex bots on there.
yeah. Well,
I don't doubt that.
I mean, look. Okay. Wait. Never mind. My blog.
We've got stuff from YouTube and Twitter. A lot from YouTube, because it informs us every time we upload, apparently. But that's it.
Yep. Our blog is rentinggamedude.blogspot.com.
Our?
Yes. No, it's our
Yes,
blog.
all of ours, yes. We
Uh-huh.
all publish articles on there. I mean, what?
I'm going to hold you all liable for the things posted there. So whenever we go to court for 1,000-year-old lollies, then it's like, no, it was a shared blog. They are all guilty. I don't know. I just felt like saying our. I might actually. Well, I considered in the past hosting a website for the podcast because like $10 a month. I'm like, that's not bad at all. But
I mean, we do still technically have one for another, 6 months or so.
oh yeah, we do.
Yeah. It's gotten a whole lot of use lately.
Yep. God, I need to get back into doing my reviews, but they just take so much time, and I've been having less and less time to actually play games. I don't know why.
Work?
Yeah, but well, never mind. I just realized my coworker. I don't work that much. So I looked at my work schedule. I've worked for the past 12 days straight.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we were
going
going to do this a week ago, and then your work schedule kept getting changed on you the night before. So.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Anyway, let's leave it off here.
Yes, and tune in next time for something that could potentially be special, except next time will probably be in a month. So
hopefully it'll be in 2 weeks. Okay, if we do 2 weeks from today, I won't yet be gone for Omaha, so we could do that.
Well, what are we doing next week, actually? Or maybe even a few days.
School stuff.
Shit. Okay.
I mean, Mondays in general, I shouldn't have much going on. That might change in a few weeks. I'll have to see.
Let me look at my work schedule.
Mondays and Fridays are probably going to be the days I have the most availability, but those are also days that I plan to be using primarily to work on my final project for my master's, so I can't be doing stuff on all of them.
And also having a social life.
Behold our process of working out when we can do it live.
Yep. I'm looking at my work schedule, which shouldn't change yet. The keyword there shouldn't. Okay, no, I can't find it. I took a picture of it. Oh wait, there it is. I'm off Friday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Congratulations.
So, if we wanted to do that thing Monday, that'd be okay.
Congratulations.
Might be able to.
Yep. Or we could just put it off forever, and then in 10 years, we'll come back. We'll have a reunion podcast, our 10-year reunion podcast. And
yes, 10-year reunion. That's how that's gonna go down.
Yep, it'll be our 2015 Game of the Year podcast.
Yeah.
2025.
Absolutely.
That's just once we finally get popular, if we ever do, that's just gonna be our meme. The 2015 podcast.
Our last podcast ever will be our 2015 Game of the Year podcast.
Yep. Uploaded 2027.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to leave now. So if you want to keep rambling, go ahead. But I think we should just cut it off.
Yep.
Waffle.
visit somebody's website. He's a really awesome friend of ours. His
Oh yeah, he's also got an anime site going now too.
Indeed, he has.
Okay, yeah, go check out his stuff. He's like just a really awesome dude. 336gamereviews.com.
Just
He
make
would
sure your
recommend
shoes
it.
are tied tight.
yeah.
Oh, that's one. Nice.
Uh,
Nobody else understands that. Nobody needs to know.
Nope. I got the deep cuts.
yep. Every time I see my Twitter, okay, now something's happening. This is real-time podcast editing. Except the document's not being updated. There's an anonymous koala that is editing the document.
Yes, I am editing a document very hard right now.
Edit it more. Visit Grimm's Twitter. He is at Lord Shadowduck. No one should ever visit my Twitter. It's just a lot of hentai that I repost.
Absolutely nothing happens on Twitter. I swear.
You know, like I put that in my bio just in case people think they should follow me when, like, on the rare occasion that I retweet an Neptunia picture. And I'm like, no, most of what I repost is just hentai.
Just saying, by the way, just sorry to butt in like this, but somebody's anime site is called Weebs Weekly.
Put that in there. We need that.
Sure.
No, that's the best name. Like, you just have to take that word away from the haters. Use it against them. That's our word now. Nope. Our YouTube channel is Jagkast, Jagkast, which this is probably where you're watching it. We get a surprising amount of views on the podcast, actually.
Yay.
They're all bots, I swear. I mean, what?
Probably, actually. That's where, actually, I do think that's where a lot of our podcast listeners went to. I think they stopped listening to the audio podcast and went to YouTube. That's what everyone does now, which I don't blame them. YouTube makes that easier now.
Do we get decent numbers of views on YouTube? Let me see.
I think we get like 20 or 30 per video.
I'm seeing like 5 to 6.
Well, that's still more than we get on the audio. So
Oh, that one has 8. I've got 3.
This isn't just you clicking it repeatedly, is it, Jim?
no, I might.
Oh, hey, that one has 17.
Yeah.
6 and 5.
I know a lot of my Legacy of Kain ones are only so big because back when I didn't know how to YouTube, I went back on and off the actual video to edit it.
Yeah.
Details. Then I really realized that the Creators Corner was a thing.
Yep. Okay, someone from Vancouver is calling me.
Oh, what the heck?
Yep.
Well, that's a perfect time to hang it up on.
Yep. So that'll do it for the podcast. Oh shit! Wait, Vancouver, Washington. Is that where Microsoft is?
Maybe. I doubt Microsoft is calling you though.
Well, I entered a contest for some weird Xbox thing sometime
Well,
ago.
answer it.
No, I'm not gonna answer it. It's probably bill collectors. Let's see if they leave me a voicemail. Like, if you really want to get a hold of me, text me. That's just life advice in general. If you want to get a hold of someone like me, just... I'm going to look up that number real quick. Live.
Yes, everybody. All viewers, if you need to get a hold of Jim, just text him.
Yeah, just text me. I don't answer my phone ever because, like, someone sold my number when I was living in Kansas, and, like, I started getting calls from, like, so many scam sites, and then whenever my phone broke, I started forwarding calls to other people. So, like, the dudes are, like, they're trying to sell me, like, car insurance. We're calling people are trying to sell me life insurance, so. If the phone call app that I use isn't working.
We just got a lovely message from someone 4 days ago.
Guys, this is still going.
Yes, it is. Yes.
This is the podcast of forever.
Did we finish the outro?
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, I think we'll see that's there for now.
Yep. No one will ever know. If you want to find out who called me, You'll have to listen to next week's podcast.
Yeah.
Next time on the Jagkast podcast.
Pretty much. Okay. What's the hell's the area code for Washington?
You still haven't ended it.
No, I have not.
You should probably end it soon because we're all,
Yep.